Hey Obsessionites, and welcome to my bathroom. I'm Jennifer Louise, the founder of Obsession Salon, and today we're going to teach you how to properly cleanse and condition your hair yourself at home. Lots of people, when they visit the hairdressers, don't want to wash their hair for 4 or 5 days after visiting because they keep saying to themselves, I'm never going to be able to recreate that blow dry and my hair's not going to look like this. I want to make it last as long as possible. And there's almost like this fear of washing and cleansing your hair after your hairdressing visit because you're gonna feel disappointed with the outcome. Well, a lot of the time that's because when we cleanse and condition our hair ourselves at home, no one's ever taught us how to do it, and so we're not doing it correctly, and therefore the base level of what we're building the perfect blow dry on is wrong, so it's never going to work. It's a bit like when you're painting. Much to my father's disgust, I'm the sort of girl who would just slap some paint across the top of some old paint and just get on with it if I could get away with it. But my dad has taught me all about the foundations of painting, and if you don't sand it down and get rid of the lumps and clean it off and blah 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 blah, boring childhood stuff, then I'm not going to get a great paint finish in the end, which is why I choose to pay a painter now and not do it myself. Anyway, it's exactly the same when you're washing and cleansing your hair, so we need to make sure we're doing it right. So the best shampoo and condition for my hair, because it lacks moisture, you can see the ends get very dry, is the lavender and mint range. So I'm going to use the lavender and mint range today on my hair, give it that moisture, give it that love, and I'm going to teach you exactly how we do it. Okay. Here we go. So the first thing I want you to understand is that the water that we use shouldn't be piping hot. Now, some of you will have got into the habit of using really hot water because it just feels so lovely when you're cold and you're having that really nice hot shower, but your hair doesn't thank you for it. So something a little bit more tepid is ideal, although not freezing cold in the cleanse process, because you need that heat to open up the cuticles so that we can clean the hair. Now, if you're using lots of products, and it's not something that I'm using today, but if you are using lots of products, lots of hairspray, lots of serums on your hair, I'm a pretty natural girl in terms of products, then you will need to do a shampoo too to really deep cleanse that first, and we would always use a second different shampoo to nourish the hair afterwards. Always 2 shampoos. Shampoo 2 is just going to open up the cuticle, pull out all of the bad stuff from the products out of your hair and really give it that deep cleanse. Now, if you don't use a lot of products on your hair like myself, then every 5th shampoo I use a shampoo 2 just to really make sure that there's nothing layering up on my hair. And of course, because I work in the salon, I'm picking up hairspray on my hair, like out of the atmosphere quite a lot. So cool water, shampoo 2 if you need it, and I'm going to be using 2 shampoos today the lavender and mint. So here we go. I hope you can hear me through the shower. Let's get this on. Okay, so are you ready? Let's go. Really saturate that hair off, okay, and then we're going to apply 10p piece amount of lavender and mint, rubbing it in the hands. Let's take that off so I don't, rubbing it in the hands, and then across, underneath, through the sides, and then I always part and go through the back. Now, the first shampoo is not going to lather really well, okay, because it's taking out all of the products or all of the build-up on there. So don't expect it to lather, it's not going to. But what we are going to be doing is using the pads of our fingers to really massage into the scalp to clean the oil off of the scalp, and then bringing it down the hair to be cleaning the environmental factors off. But you'll notice there's no bubbles in my hair. The shampoo is still working, it's still doing its thing. Don't worry about that, just continue to cleanse. Just pretend that the bubbles are there. That's basically what mainstream shampoos pop into the shampoo. That's all the bad stuff. If the shampoos are really, really lavering up, they've got lots of lather agents in them, and that's not so great. Now you'll notice I'm using quite a vigorous motion. I'm wanting to exfoliate the scalp a little bit, but I'm also wanting to bring the blood supply to the scalp, because this is where we promote really great growth. Around the hairline is really important. So I would just do circular motions up and down and around the hairline and the back into the nape of the neck as well. And then just keeping the hair back and out of the way because it's long, and it will get right in the way if I don't. I'm just going to really focus on making sure all of my scalp has had its fair share of love. Okay, now I'm just going to gently emulsify the shampoo down into the lengths and ends of the hair. And shampoo once complete, rinse it out. Okay, we're going to go into shampoo number 2 now. And like I said, if you have lots of products, your shampoo 1 would have been shampoo number 2 by Paul Mitchell. But I'm doing 2 shampoos with the old favourite of mine, lavender and mint. So again, 10p piece amount, that is it, that's all you need. Make sure I always rub it in between my fingers so that my whole hand gets covered in shampoo, and again, down the back, through the sides and underneath. Now you'll notice this one is going to lather a little bit more, but not a lot, because we don't, in Paul Mitchell, we're as kind to our hair as possible, and we don't really like to have a lot of soap suds on the hair. You can tell underneath it's really loving it. That's really lathering up. And we might just need to pop a little bit more just in that top, as it's not doing much. There we go, that's better. You can feel it really working through now. Okay? And that's it. You should never get much more than that. I see lots of heads of hair with these great big soapy bubbles everywhere, and that's not what we're looking for here. Literally just a cream emulsified lather as opposed to lots of soap and bubbles. And again, I'm going to focus that on coming down the lengths and ends. And really making sure that I've covered my entire scalp, so we're not leaving any patches that are still oily, that's going to cause the blow dry not to go well. And you'll notice that instantly the suds wear off, because our shampoos at Paul Mitchell, like I said, are really caring for your hair. They're not going to put lots of agents in there just to get some bubbles up, because that's what everyone thinks that they should have. So, a recap. For those of you that squeeze the bottle out and put lots and lots of shampoo on it, this is what it's supposed to look like. Don't keep putting more and more shampoo on, because you're just clogging the hair cuticles and you're going to damage the hair from within by doing that. Let's rinse this off. Now I will say you need quite a long rinse here, just to make sure that you're getting all of the shampoo out. So I scrub my hair as if I'm shampooing it. Let's just put that up a bit. I scrub the hair as if I'm shampooing it when I'm rinsing. That means, again, the scalp's getting a bit of a massage, so it's creating a flow of blood, which is nourishing the new hair growth, giving me that shiny hair, and I'm making sure that I'm rinsing out all of the shampoo. Now, because my hair is really long, I like to part it down the back and just make sure I kind of treat the two sides as two different sides. It's getting a bit hot, this shower. Just gonna turn it down a bit. Does anyone else do cold showers? Really good for you. Not when you're washing your hair. It's not comfortable. So I just part my hair down in two different sections and I treat each side of my head separately. Rinsing this out is so important, and you know, especially because they don't sud up, they don't give the bubbles, it means that you know that it's completely out of the hair. There we go. Okay. Now, when I'm doing this bit, it's important. Okay, so we're all rinsed out now, and I'm just going to take this water away. I'm just going to squeeze out any excess, and then we're going to do a little trick so that we don't water down the conditioner. We're going to take a towel and we're going to just squeeze the hair. We're going to dry, like rough dry out as much as we can. Now, when I say rough dry, generally what most people think is doing that with a towel and rubbing their hair. You're going to rub the cuticle up the wrong way and damage the hair even further. So if you have long hair like me, split that round into two halves. Use the towel and just grab the hair with your fingers and squeeze it at the top. There we go. And all down the parting at the back and underneath. And then we're just going to squeeze the lengths and ends and take out the excess water. That means you get the best out of your products and you don't need to use lots of products. Look at that, you've got like makeup all around my face. Never mind. There we go. So I can feel that most of the water is now out of the hair and it's not dripping from the bottom like it normally would be when you get out of a shower. That's because I've taken all of that, oh, there's a bit there. I've taken all of that excess water out. So, same rule of thumb with the conditioner. We're just going to use a 10p piece amount. We're going to take it through the lengths and ends. No conditioner should ever go on the root of your hair. It's too heavy. And it means that you're not going to get that root lift. When you're trying to get that nice, bouncy blow dry with all that lift, if you apply conditioner, you're going to end up essentially with that. Okay? So none of it goes on the root, all on the lengths and ends. Okay, 10p piece amount, rub the hands together. I'm leaving it in two separate sides. I'm just going to roughly apply through these lengths and ends, and then I'm just going to use my fingers. Oh, I don't know what we've done there. Use my fingers just to work that through. And you'll see, fingers just gliding through the hair. That hair. So that's it. Now you have the perfect beginning to the perfect blow dry that is going to last you